What's up YouTube, Jeff back again today with a very exciting Samsung video for you guys, and today we're talking about the Galaxy Watch Ultra. Yes, I finally have that in-house as well. Today I want to give you guys 5 things that you should be aware of before purchasing this watch that kind of disappointed me once I got it, and they weren't things that Samsung really talked about in the event because some of them have to do with third-party app compatibility and accessory compatibility, but these are things that you want to be aware of before making this investment because it is a very expensive watch at $650. Before we get started, I do want to thank my 4-year-old son Jonathan for giving us some animals to hang out. We got the lion and the cheetah back here. Also want to remind you guys, if you haven't yet, make sure you check out the Sammy Guru podcast. Myself and my good buddy Tori Martin, we host it every week, talking about cool Samsung stuff. We spend a long time talking about software, hardware, reviews. We'll have reviews on the podcast as well. They'll be a little more in-depth than on YouTube because I can talk for 20 or 30 minutes. Subscribe on your favorite podcatcher. Also, it's on our website if you want to check out the link in the pinned comment description. So let's talk about the various things. The very first thing I want to talk about is something that a lot of you may know, and that is the bands on the Galaxy Watch Ultra are not like the bands on previous Galaxy watches. So this is a proprietary band system that Samsung created, very similar to what Apple has on their Apple Watches. What that means is, though, because the system kind of clips right into the bezel of the Galaxy Watch Ultra on a very custom way, custom fit clipping system, you won't be able to easily just find any old watch band that you could put, like a standard watch band strap. The previous Galaxy watches all came with standard watch bands that you could switch out that would also fit a regular watch, a non-smartwatch, which made it really easy to swap those out and purchase them on Amazon. So you're gonna have to buy either a Samsung band, or I'm sure a lot of third-party makers, accessory makers who make cases and things like that, they'll start making some bands, but that also means that the bands are likely gonna be a little more expensive for that reason. So just keep that in mind. The bands are not standard watch bands like they have been in the past on other Galaxy watches. And of course, I have to put my pattern in here because I have Galaxy Samsung Pay, Samsung Wallet set up on here. And so every time you unlock the watch, you have to put in your pattern or your PIN. The next thing I want to talk about are notifications. So one problem that I've had for a long time with Samsung watches and paired to Galaxy phones is that they don't really give you real-time notification mirroring. Now, Samsung has come up with a way to fix this a little bit on this particular device, and they've added this notification section which says help with notifications. This is inside the Galaxy wearable app, and it will show you all of these different notifications that you missed, and then it'll also give you a reason for it. So it'll tell you, like, you missed it because you weren't wearing the watch, you missed it because you just weren't getting notifications. I've noticed there's a lot of apps, though, still that don't push notifications to the watch, and I think this has to do with the way that Android conserves battery. It doesn't relay notifications in real time. Sometimes, like the iPhone does, it'll be a 2 or 3 minute delay. You can see there's actually quite a few that I didn't receive at all on the watch, and a lot of those are ones that I have allowed. Now, you do need to make sure you go in and allow all apps to show notifications. Also, turn off your battery optimization inside settings. I might make a full separate video on this, but I just want you to be aware that if you're having problems with notification relay, it's really important to go in here and check these settings because that is something that still struggles on the Galaxy Watch Ultra, at least I found personally, and it's something you may have to do some triaging because of the way that Android as a whole handles notification management with battery life. Next, let's talk about the action button over here on the Galaxy Watch Ultra. So the action button here on the Galaxy Watch Ultra is a button you can press. It's right in the center, so it's really easy to press this on accident by trying to go back or home until you get used to the 3-button nav system. But the thing about this button is it's not as customizable as you would probably want it to be. So if we go into the settings here, what you'll notice is if you scroll down, you can customize buttons and gestures, and you can go here, see the action button. You can choose the action that you want. The only options you have are Samsung Health actions, and then stopwatch, flashlight, and water lock, or none. That's very limited. It would obviously be nice if you could press this just to go into a specific app or even a specific app action. I have a feeling that third-party developers will eventually come up with a way to do this, so I don't think you have to worry about it too much long-term, but at least right now when you purchase it out of the box, this action button is very limited. I don't know really why Samsung decided to do that because Samsung is always about customization. At the end of the day, it would be really nice to have that feature back. The next thing is all about the bezel. Now, you notice that if you had past Galaxy watches, the bezel would physically rotate here to go left or right while you're navigating. That is not the case on the Galaxy Watch Ultra, but you can touch here around the outer rings where the compass is on the home screen, and it's kind of like a digital, like simulated version of the physical rotating bezel. Now, I don't like this as much. I really like the tactile feel of the physical bezel, so this is something to be aware of. Samsung did talk about this in the event, but if you missed it, if you weren't paying attention, you may not have noticed this, and you don't want to necessarily purchase the watch if you're thinking you're going to get a physical bezel, and then obviously you don't have one when it arrives. The final thing that I want to talk about to know about on the Galaxy Watch Ultra before you purchase is reverse wireless charging. So reverse wireless charging, where you just throw the watch in the back, that no longer works with the Galaxy Watch Ultra. Here I have my Galaxy Z Fold 6. You cannot enable this. It does not work in the settings. I think it's mainly to do with maybe the size of the battery in the Galaxy Watch Ultra. However, what you can do to remedy this if you want, it's not a full replacement, but you can take your Galaxy Watch Ultra charger and you can plug it in to the USB-C port on the Galaxy Z Fold 6 or Galaxy S24 Ultra, whatever device you have, and then you can actually charge the watch using the USB-C port. If you plug the charging puck into that, you can connect the USB-C port here, charging puck, and just charge it like that. So reverse wireless charging doesn't work, but you can still reverse charge. You just need the actual puck for the watch itself. All right, I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. Those are the things that you need to know about the Galaxy Watch Ultra before you purchase. Not really deal breakers by any sense, but I want you guys to understand it because it is a big investment, a huge, very expensive watch, both literally and in terms of money. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, hit the podcast below, and sign up for your favorite podcatcher and listen every week to us over there. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.